Hi everybody, welcome to Purple Goddess Timely Tarot Reading. Thank you for joining me today. I always look forward to sharing some wisdom from the ancient system of the tarot. And before we talk about a beautiful card today that I picked just for you, let's talk about some planetary activity that we're going through. So we are going to have a new moon in Libra on October the 6th. And a new moon, new crescent moon is always an invitation to start a new cycle, a new 28-day cycle. And Libra is about balance. And so where might you be needing a little bit more balance in your life right now? And this is a good time with this new moon in Libra to think about balancing the scales of your life. And with that, we have a really great card today, which is also going to talk a little bit about balance. Are you ready? Here we go. This card is from the Major Arcana, which is sort of like the big secrets or mysteries of life. And it's a beautiful card. Are you ready? It's the Wheel of Fortune. Now, if you pull this card in a traditional tarot reading, and you haven't had time to talk to the tarot reader yet, the person, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, all kinds of great fortunes coming my way because I pulled the Wheel of Fortune card. Well, that may be true, but this card has got a lot of in-depth symbols, and that's what we're going to do right now in this video, is talk about all the symbols and how these symbols might resonate with you. So first of all, we've got a wheel within a wheel within a wheel here. And I want you to think about being in the middle of this wheel. Because you are the wheel of your life, all right? And there's all kinds of interesting symbols of alchemy here, like sulfur and salt and fire and water. And so, when we think about our life as having wheels within wheels within wheels, it also, this card is teaching us that we have the alchemy to mix things up in our life and to make things happen. That we don't have to be a victim of fate, that when we pull the Wheel of Fortune card and we think of ourselves right here, we've got a lot of power where our life is concerned. Now, there are all kinds of interesting characters here. If you look really closely, we've got an eagle up here, we've got an angel here, we've got a lion here, and we've got, I think this is a bull here. These are the astrological signs that are fixed. And those signs are Libra, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So the fixed signs are here on this card, reminding us that we need to kind of be diligent and fixed in our thinking about these elements if we want to have the Wheel of Fortune happen in our life, okay? And what are they all doing? All of these, characters are reading a book. So when was the last time you read a book? These symbols on this card are about learning, continuing to learn. So the angel represents air, and air is kind of, mental activity. So where are you right now? Maybe you're studying for your real estate license or some kind of other exam, and you're in your thoughts. So that's what this is. You're learning about mental activity, something that concrete that you have to learn. And this one's about the eagle is Scorpio, about emotions, about the water. Where can you pull a book off your shelf if you're out of balance that might remind you about boundaries or how to heal certain things or deal with your love life? And this one down here, the Taurus, the bull's reading a book about earth, about grounding. Starhawk wrote a beautiful book years ago called The Earth Path, and I remember reading it and, it being a reminder to walk on this earth with intention. And that's a book I found recently on my bookshelf, and I'm going to reread it. And then we've got, Leo the lion, about fire. Where do you want to read about fire and passion? Do you need to kind of get some kind of passion going in your life again about a project or a relationship? So these are a reminder to continue to learn. And what else do they all have? Each of these characters have wings. So when we do the reading or the learning in these areas, if we get it, we can fly. And that's part of this whole teaching about this card, about the Wheel of Fortune is, we have to do the work in order to have good fortune. Now, there are 3 final symbols on this card that are kind of going to sum it up for us. First of all, we've got the Sphinx with a sword. And this is about mystery. Ancient Egyptian, the Sphinx is there to remind us that, we're not always in control. We need to do the work. We need to learn and grow and continue our enlightenment. But there's always going to be a little bit of mystery in our life, isn't there? And that's sort of represented by the Sphinx. And we have a snake going down on this side, but it's not attached to the wheel. And the snake in this card is about negative energy, or the negative principle. And we all know people in our life who are what I call the Debbie Downers. Everything's negative. Every, scene in their life's got a negative influence or a negative message. And we hear about it, don't we? Do you think the Wheel of Fortune and great success happens to people who are always on the downward negative trajectory? I don't think so. Because the really beautiful teaching on this card is you are this person. In addition to being in the middle of the wheel, this is an ancient Egyptian symbol. It's a jackal on the head of a human being. And it is got the wheel on its back. And it is learning to spin the wheel in their favor. So you have control if you lean into the positive principle of life. You have the ability to spin the wheel of fortune towards you to achieve your destiny. Life is about when destiny and fortune can kind of line up. And it's when we do the work, when we continue to learn, like all of these characters here, and trust that when we do that work and we're learning and growing, we're going to have these beautiful wings to fly. That's really the teaching of the Wheel of Fortune card. So I wish for you that you can allow the beautiful energies that are spinning around you to kind of snuggle up into your back and say, yep, I've got the power to spin my life in a direction that's going to be really, really beautiful. So happy new moon in Libra. Think about balance. Think about bringing all these elements into your life, and remember those little alchemical symbols that are all there that give you the power to transmute and to transform your life. Blessed be everybody till we meet again. Bye for now.